You clicked for this how to master a poker face like AYANOKOJI using Whiteroom training. Not fake calm, real emotional control. Right now, your face is exposing you, nervous, angry, even silent. People can still read you, and the moment they do, you lose control of the situation. I've studied hours of psychological behavior, micro-expressions, and elite-level control techniques used in high-pressure environments. But here's what no one tells you. There's one specific training step that completely shuts down emotional leaks, and if you miss it, you'll never be truly unreadable. So the real question is, can you actually control what your face reveals under pressure? Because once you learn this, people won't understand you. They'll start fearing you. If you think a poker face is just about hiding emotions, you're already doing it wrong. What AYANOKOJI does isn't suppression, it's control. Complete control over reactions, expressions, and timing. And the truth is, this level of control isn't natural, it's trained. In this video, I'll break down how you can build that same Whiteroom-level discipline step by step, so you don't just look calm, you actually become unreadable in any situation. Point 1. Control your reaction speed, the pause technique. In Whiteroom training, the first skill isn't hiding emotions, it's controlling when you react. Because the truth is, people don't read your emotions, they read your instant reactions. The faster you react, the easier you are to understand and control. So here's what you do. Start building a habit of pausing before every response. Not long, just 1-2 seconds. Someone says something unexpected? Pause. Someone tries to provoke you? Pause. Even in normal conversations, pause. This does two things. First, it stops your natural emotional leakage. Second, it gives you time to choose your response instead of being controlled by it. At first, it'll feel unnatural. Your brain will push you to react instantly. That's your default programming. But the more you practice this pause, the more control you gain. This is exactly what makes AYANOKOJI different. He doesn't react in real time like everyone else. He creates a gap. And inside that gap, he decides everything. Master this one thing, and you've already taken the first step toward becoming unreadable. Point 2. Neutral face control. Eliminate micro-expressions. Now once you start controlling your reaction speed, the next step is your face itself. Because even if you pause, your micro-expressions can still expose you. These are tiny involuntary movements, slight eyebrow shifts, lip tension, eye reactions that happen in milliseconds, and people subconsciously pick them up. So your goal isn't to look emotionless, it's to look stable. Start practicing a neutral face in front of a mirror. Relax your eyebrows, keep your lips natural, and remove unnecessary tension from your eyes. Then hold that expression for longer periods. At first, you'll notice small movements you never paid attention to. That's exactly what you need to fix. Over time, your face will stop reacting automatically, and instead of showing everything instantly, it will stay composed. This is what makes someone hard to read. Not a blank face, but a controlled one. Once you combine this with the pause technique, your external reactions become almost invisible. Point 3. Eye contact control, silent dominance. Once your face is stable, the next thing that gives you away is your eyes. Most people either avoid eye contact when they're nervous or stare too aggressively when they're trying to look confident. Both make you readable. Whiteroom-level control is about balance. Maintain eye contact, but keep it calm and natural. Don't lock in like you're challenging someone, and don't break it too quickly either. Hold it for a few seconds, then look away slowly, not abruptly. This signals that you're aware of everything, but not affected by anything. Your eyes should not react instantly, anything. Your eyes should not react instantly to surprises, no sudden widening, no quick shifts. The more stable your gaze becomes, the more pressure it creates on the other person. Because when they can't read your eyes, they start second-guessing themselves. And that's where the power shifts. You're no longer being analyzed, you're the one in control without saying a word. Point 4. Voice control. Hide emotion in your tone. Even if your face is controlled, your voice can still expose everything. Most people overlook this. Their tone rises when they're nervous, speeds up when they're anxious, and becomes sharp when they're angry. That's emotional leakage. Whiteroom-level control means your voice stays consistent no matter the situation. Start by slowing down your speech slightly. This instantly makes you sound more composed. Lower your tone just a bit, not artificially deep, but stable and grounded. Remove unnecessary excitement or tension from your words. Speak like you're never in a rush to prove anything. This forces the other person to adjust to your pace instead of you reacting to theirs. At first, it will feel unnatural because your emotions will try to push your voice out of control. But with practice, your tone becomes steady, and once your voice stops reacting, your entire presence starts to feel calm, controlled, and unreadable. Point 5. Emotional detachment. Control what you feel. At this level, it's no longer just about what you show, it's about what you feel. Because if the emotion is too strong inside, it will eventually leak outside. Whiteroom training focuses on creating distance between you and your emotions. Instead of saying, "I'm angry" or "I'm nervous," you shift to observing it. "I notice anger. I notice pressure." This small mental shift separates you from the emotion and stops it from taking control. You're no longer reacting automatically, you're analyzing it in real time. The more you practice this, the less intense your emotional spikes become. Situations that used to trigger you will start feeling neutral. And when your internal state is calm, your external control becomes effortless. This is what makes AYANOKOJI different. He doesn't just hide emotions, he reduces their impact before they even reach the surface. Point 6. The silence weapon. Let others expose themselves. Once you control your face, eyes, and voice, the final layer is knowing when not to react at all. Most people talk too much when they feel pressure. They try to fill silence, explain themselves, or respond instantly, and that's exactly where they lose control. Whiteroom training teaches the opposite. You stay silent. When someone expects a reaction and gets nothing, it creates tension. They start overthinking, talking more, revealing more than they should. Silence shifts pressure from you reacting to theirs. At first, it will feel unnatural because your emotions will try to push your voice out of control. But with practice, your tone becomes steady, and once your voice stops reacting, your entire presence starts to feel calm, controlled, and unreadable. Point: internal state control, plus building the perfect poker face, the complete system, Whiteroom level. This is the final level, the one that makes everything else effortless. Up until now, you've been controlling what people can see. Now you control what you feel, because if the emotion is strong inside, it will eventually leak outside no matter how good your poker face is. So the goal here is simple: stop the emotion at the source and build a face that never gives unnecessary information. Step 1. Awareness. The moment something triggers you, don't react. Mentally say, "I notice this." Catch the emotion early before it grows. Step 2. Label it. This is anger. This is pressure. The moment you label it, you create distance. You're observing, not reacting. Step 3. Slow it down. Control your breathing. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Your body calms down, and the emotional intensity drops instantly. Step 4. Build the poker face. Relax your forehead, no raised eyebrows. Keep your lips natural, not tight, not smiling. Your eyes steady, no sudden widening or shifting. Think of it as a default neutral mode: calm, stable, unreadable, not blank, controlled. Step 5. Choose your response. Now decide how you want to come across: calm, slightly confident, or completely. Point 7. Internal state control, plus building the perfect poker face, the complete system, Whiteroom level. This is the final level, the one that makes everything else effortless. Up until now, you've been controlling what people can see. Now you control what you feel, because if the emotion is strong inside, it will eventually leak outside no matter how good your poker face is. So the goal here is simple: stop the emotion at the source and build a face that never gives unnecessary information.